It is early August 2026. This video is all about Pocket Wi-Fi, or 2026 Pocket Wi-Fi, a product with that name that is being offered on the website dealhivea.com. DEALHIVEA.com. And what is happening with this is that I don't think you should order this. And here's why. I've covered products like this before that were scams. This one does not have a whole lot of aspects to it that are reassuring me, and I see more red flags than anything. And here's what I'm talking about. Right at the top of this video, please hit the like button down below. That can really help people find my video on YouTube and Google. It'll help my video get at the top of Google and YouTube search results. I'd really appreciate it if you wanted to do that. The device they show does not display a brand name. That's the first indicator that, like, okay, what's going on with this? Is this a cheap product someone bought from AliExpress, Temu, whatever, and they are selling it at an inflated price, like drop shipping, that sort of thing? That looks like that might be what's happening here. But even more concerning, I know, is this. The main page for buying the product on dealhivea.com said that they have a 90-day return policy, 90-day money-back guarantee, and they have a 4.8 out of 5 average review score with 2,653 reviews. That review score sounds a whole lot like other review scores I've seen with other scams in the past, with the exact number of reviews, which is concerning because I don't think they would have the exact number of reviews as other scams I've seen before. That's like a template sort of a thing. That's what I'm seeing with that. So there's the 90-day thing. You might be saying, well, what's wrong with that? The problem is the terms of service, the terms and conditions, which people probably aren't going to read because it's at the very bottom of a very long page, says that the return policy is 30 days, not 90 days. So why is there such a glaring inconsistency with that? Well, I think we're figuring out what maybe is going on here, right? Also, I noticed there is, in big letters, no monthly fee for this Pocket Wi-Fi product. If you're looking around for Pocket Wi-Fi reviews, no monthly fee. Sounds great, right? But there's a tiny white asterisk with that. And if you look down below that, tiny text, it says no monthly device fee, meaning you're going to be paying monthly for data. Now, whether or not you knew that, you still want to try this, that's fine, whatever. I don't think you should buy this, but they're kind of making it to where you're going to think that it doesn't have monthly fees, and it does. So just know that. You're going to have to pay for your data. And it says FDA registered, which makes no sense. That just shows you that this is being advertised by people who don't really know that the FDA is the Food and Drug Administration. They don't have anything to do with this product. And that to me says, what countries is coming from? Is it a website registered in China or something? Like, what exactly does that mean? The website also says local dispatch. Why would they say local dispatch? Wouldn't they just say made in the USA, or we ship out of Connecticut or Rhode Island or something? They don't say that. There are signs here, many different red flags of why you might not want to make a purchase of this. And I went over several of them already. At one point they say TI World. TI World's new portable micro high-speed Wi-Fi 6 Plus is really fast if you buy it right the first time, and that it's powered by the latest TI World Micro Octa-core smart chip. Sounds really cool, right? But again, they show something that says Wi-Fi dongle. It's a very generic looking product, and also the product image is inconsistent from image to image. So like in one image, it looks like this and it has this text displayed on it. The next image, it says something else. It doesn't say Pocket Wi-Fi either. I know that like you're only looking at me. I'm not showing you my screen. You're probably a little bit bored, but hopefully the information that I'm providing to you is a little bit helpful, because this is going around here in summer of 2026. I saw a scam in the past that did this as well with a specific product name, not this, where they tried to, basically get people to buy the product without knowing it's going to come with data like that you have to buy. And whether or not that shows up somewhere else, whatever. The thing about this dealhivea.com website, DEALHIVEA.com, is that you go to the homepage, just the homepage, and you don't see anything about this product. And so you click all products and it still doesn't come up. It's like the page is hidden unless you're coming from an ad. And I saw this through TikTok, that I guess they're trying to get people to believe this has some legitimacy and get TikTok users to buy Pocket Wi-Fi. And there are a lot of AI generated looking images on the page as well, talking about 4G or 5G Wi-Fi. And like I said, the images are inconsistent from image to image, which probably is because of the AI tools that created some of the images, at least some of them. Return and refund policy. Let's see what they say here. It's very generic. No return address on the return policy page. That's not great. What about contact us? On the contact us page, there is no email address or phone number on dealhivia.com. Oh man, and the about us page is very generic, like it was copied from some sort of a template. Shipping and delivery. It says all orders will be shipped within 48 hours, allow 10 to 15 business days for standard delivery. What country is it coming from? The page is poorly designed. It doesn't really have a lot of reassuring aspects to its design that might make me think it has any legitimacy whatsoever. And these sorts of offers, whether or not it's a scam or legit, whether or not you want to try this out to see, okay, but does it offer Wi-Fi? Did you try it, Jordan? I'm trying to show you some red flags based upon what I'm seeing, so that if you're about to make a purchase and I'm informing you of those things, maybe you're going to back off and be like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. But if you want to buy it, go buy it. But here's the thing. If you're going to buy something like this and go through a website that looks like the one that I saw, that mentions the FDA and that tries to slightly hide the fact that you will be paying monthly fees, even though it says no monthly fee with an asterisk, and it has FDA registered on there, lots of weird stuff. These sorts of offers with past scams have charged people subscription charges that they did not know were coming, maybe larger, higher initial charges. And they're like, wait, my credit card got hit with a larger charge or several charges. What's going on? And the money back guarantee is difficult to get processed. And it's hard to get somebody on the phone. And that's pretty typical of these sorts of things from what I've been able to gather. Anytime I look at these sorts of products, anytime I look at these sorts of offers for this sort of a thing. There's also an FAQ page. Again, I know you can't see my screen, but let's see. I think I looked at all the pages. Privacy policy is very generic. And there should be a mailing address somewhere on the website, and I don't see anything. Let me search for Hong Kong, because this feels Hong Kongy whenever I see all this. I don't see anything about that. I don't see any country mentioned. So Pocket Wi-Fi, if you want to purchase some sort of a remote mobile Wi-Fi product, I do recommend going with a name brand product for sure. And you might know this if you're searching for a product like this, but most phones come with a mobile hotspot thing that allows you, it's a feature that allows you to use your phone as a Wi-Fi hotspot. I do that all the time with mine. So look into that to see whether or not your phone has that capability and whether or not you're already paying for that feature or not. Call your cellular provider and they should be able to tell you. So Pocket Wi-Fi reviews, my review is, if you're looking at the one on dealhivia.com, stay far away from it. I don't think you should purchase that. I don't think you should get involved with a website that has several red flags in the marketing of the product. On top of the fact this looks like a cheap generic product someone's trying to sell in bulk, trying to buy up in bulk and then sell at a higher price, like a drop shipping sort of a thing. Like, comment, subscribe. The join button's down below. Thank you for watching.